Okay, let's dive into this. Right now, if you go to Silicon Valley or hang out with a bunch of computer science majors, there's this honestly kind of strange and intimidating buzzword that is completely taking over. They call it vibe coding. But we're actually not going to focus on that in this explainer. Because while a small group of tech folks are literally obsessing over vibe coding, there's a way bigger, completely universal revolution happening right now that actually matters to, well, the rest of us, the everyday person. It's called vibe shopping. And honestly, it's going to completely change how you and I interact with the world.
First off, let's just address the elephant in the room. If you went up to an average person on the street and tried to explain vibe coding, they're going to look at you like you have two heads, right? Because applying the word vibe to tech, deeply confusing. So what exactly is a vibe in this context? Think back to the movie Titanic. You know the scene, Rose is on the upper deck looking down at Jack? She literally knows nothing about his financial prospects, zero about his social standing. She just knows one thing, she vibes with him. It's that instant, totally unexplainable, kind of irrational human feeling of just wanting something the absolute second you see it. It's basically the oldest force in human history.
Which brings us to a really crucial comparison. Now, vibe coding is a trillion-dollar shift, no doubt about it. But it's an exclusive one. It's built for developers. It lets them build software just by talking to the computer, describing what they want. Super cool, but vibe shopping? That is for absolutely everyone. Vibe shopping takes that ancient, instantaneous human feeling of desiring something and just completely removes all the friction standing in your way. This right here, this is the real AI revolution.
Section 1. AI's best-kept secret, the trillion-dollar tech shift. To see where we're headed, we gotta look back at February 2025, when the term vibe coding was officially coined, letting developers build software just by describing it.
Now, that effectively expanded software creation to maybe 1 billion people out there who have some level of technical intuition. But, and this is a big but, here's the fatal limitation of vibe coding. It still ties you to a desk. You still have to sit there in front of a screen, staring at a terminal, doing something that, let's be real, essentially looks like work. It totally misses the other 7 billion people on the planet. And, more importantly, it completely misses the broader human experience of just living out in the physical world.
Section 2. The evolution of shopping, from the butcher to the browser. If you think about it, the entire history of commerce has really been just one long, continuous attempt to remove the friction between wanting something and actually getting it. Let's actually walk through this timeline together. Shopping 1.0 was physical, traveling to a literal store to negotiate with a butcher or a car dealer. Then came shopping 2.0, the internet. Booking a flight online back in 1999? Total 45-minute ordeal of endless form fields. Next was shopping 3.0, social, where products started finding you via your feeds. Then, shopping 4.0, live video shopping, driven by influencers. But notice something? In all of these eras, an intermediary still stood right in your way. Now we're entering shopping 5.0, agentic AI.
Seriously, think about the very specific, unique anxiety of modern e-commerce. You totally know the feeling. You just want a jacket, and suddenly you have like 17 tabs open, annoying music is autoplaying from one of them, and you're trying to decipher this massive return policy written by lawyers for lawyers. Oh, and don't forget staring at that totally fake countdown timer screaming about a 60% discount that expires in exactly 2 minutes. It's exhausting. The intermediary always gets in our way and turns a simple desire into a completely wasted afternoon.
Section 3. Welcome to vibe shopping, the end of the middleman. We are finally entering a world where desire and fulfillment happen in the exact same instant.
So here is the absolutely crucial point to take away. Vibe shopping is a fundamental reorientation of commerce. The human simply provides the wanting, and the AI provides everything else. That's it. You experience the feeling. You see something, you vibe with it, and your AI agent handles the entire transactional burden in the background. No scrolling, no searching, no stress.
Section 4. How it actually works. Clara and the Dusty Rose Dress. Let's look at what this actually looks like out in the real world. Imagine Clara. She's running late for a 9 a.m. meeting in London. As she speed walks down Marylebone High Street, she spots this perfect dress in a shop window. It's a dusty rose color, perfectly cut. She absolutely loves it, but she can't stop, right? She's going to be late. Now, in the old world, she'd just have to keep walking and probably forget about it. But in the vibe shopping world, she just raises her phone for exactly 3 seconds.
And in those 3 seconds, her AI agent gets to work doing this invisible, lightning-fast magic. Step 1, it identifies the dress and instantly scans current inventory across 43 different retailers. Step 2, it literally reads 412 customer reviews and checks the legal fine print on the return policies to make sure unworn items can actually be returned. Step 3, it finds that exact same dress for a much better price, £112 at a boutique over on Carnaby Street with free delivery tomorrow. The agent just pings her, "Found it, shall I buy?" She taps yes, keeps walking, and gets to her meeting only 4 minutes late.
What this technology essentially does is entirely untether us from our desks and our screens. Think about it. You could be sitting at a Broadway show, see some boots you love on the lead actor, and your agent can find them. You could be riding a train through the Swiss Alps, spot an awesome jacket on the person sitting opposite you, and buy it with 4 spoken words. Or you could literally just pause Netflix on your sofa because you saw the perfect lamp in the background of a scene. The entire physical world becomes a seamless, completely frictionless marketplace, wherever and whenever you experience a vibe.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer mind-boggling scale of what we're talking about here. $77.58 trillion. That is the projected size of the global e-commerce market by 2031. To put that into perspective, Vibe coding operates in a software development market worth billions, but Vibe shopping? It operates in the entirety of human acquisition. It is exponentially larger. We're talking about 1/5 of all economic activity on Earth. That's huge.
Section 5. Building Trust in AI. Handing over the wallet. Now, I know exactly what you're thinking. Are people really going to trust an AI agent to independently spend their hard-earned money?
It sounds crazy, I know. But let's look at historical precedent for a second. Back in 1999, we swore up and down that we would never, ever type our real credit card numbers into a website. No way. We said we'd never buy a pair of shoes without trying them on first, or get a mortgage without sitting across a physical desk from a bank manager. But we did. All of it. Because our fears naturally dissolve once we experience accumulated positive outcomes. One transaction goes right, then 1,000, then 1,000,000. Trust builds.
And the major tech heavyweights definitely aren't leaving this trust factor up to chance. There is a massive, incredibly robust infrastructure being built right now to make absolutely sure these agentic transactions are completely secure. Mastercard is rolling out AgentPay, which creates liability-protected rails specifically designed for AI. Anthropic is using constitutional AI to verify that the agent is strictly aligned with your interests. Google and Amazon, they're building explicit buyer protection coverage for every single agent recommendation. The security is actually already here.
Section 6. AI working for us. Reclaiming our time. This is where it gets really liberating, because this equalizes the playing field for absolutely everyone. An elderly woman or someone visually impaired can simply speak their desire for a blue cardigan out loud. But maybe more importantly, it means AI is finally taking over the incredibly boring chores, shopping for auto insurance, buying household essentials, comparing prices. AI handles the boring stuff, so you can just live your life and focus on the vibes.
And hey, this isn't just for everyday consumers either. The business-to-business impact is honestly staggering. We're talking about taking corporate procurement cycles that normally take 18 agonizing months of legal reviews, committee meetings, and endless email chains and shrinking them down to just 48 hours. Seriously, AI agents are out there reading the contracts, benchmarking the pricing, and negotiating instantly. It's a real game changer across the board.
To wrap up this explainer, I really want to leave you with this powerful, kind of provocative thought from the source material. The customer may still be human. The buying decision may no longer be. Vibe shopping isn't some distant, abstract sci-fi fantasy. The infrastructure for this is literally live today. We are actively entering a future where you can simply live out in the world, experience the things you desire, and let AI handle all the heavy lifting. So, what are you going to vibe with next?